we wanted to start up top. We've already had a little discussion in the chat as people were trying to Shazam, thank you, Kevin, the incredible song we had up top, which I thought was Justice, but was actually Junior Senior. That was a deep cut. So let's go back to the chat, because we've all heard about executive presence, right? Probably every single person on this call has heard that term, but we don't often know what exactly it means. And so we would love to have you drop in the chat what executive presence means to you. It could be a word, a phrase, and Anne-Marie and I are going to go ahead and take a look in the chat and see what we see. What's popping, Anne-Marie?
Well, someone says they hear your presence. They want to sound like that. Confidence. Michelle says professional and poised. Lori, when people speak in a way that makes you want to take action. And Daria, similar, influence.
I love that. I'm noticing that Lola also said the professional je ne sais quoi. I love that, Lola, because it's so true, isn't it? It's that you know it when you see it feeling, right? Somebody walks in the room and you think to yourself, wow, that person is in charge. We've gotten a lot of confidence, right? Ariana, our organizer, also says confidence and assurance. I love Andrea saying empowerment. That's amazing, right? It's self-empowerment. And in the process, here's the secret, in the process of using your own voice, you know that you are actually empowering others. Anything else, Anne-Marie? Any last thoughts that you're seeing? Boy, this chat is popping.
It's popping. Well, I love that there's two comments right next to each other, vulnerability and dominance. Let's unpack that for an hour.
That we certainly could. So there's a range, right? For some people, vulnerability is executive presence. I actually think Brene Brown is a tremendous example of this, right? Somebody who is upfront with her vulnerability, and that vulnerability is part of her executive presence. On the other hand, I've met people of every gender who have kind of a dominant personality. We're going to talk about that more and what that means, but really, really great answers in this chat here. So thank you guys for starting us off hot. Okay, so we are going to redefine what we think about as executive presence. And when Anne-Marie and I are teaching either large corporations or individual people, we give them 3 C's. And by the way, Anne-Marie, I think we got most of these in the chat. So the first C is clarity. How clear, how crisp, how concise even are you when you are walking into a room and making the point that you are there to make? The second C, a lot of people picked this one up in the chat. If we had done a word cloud, I think this would have been the biggest word on the screen. And that word is confidence. Believing what you say, believing in yourself. And what happens when you telegraph that confidence, people feel it and they believe in you too. The last C is my personal favorite. It's command. Talk about the je ne sais quoi, you know? Command is you walk in the room and people's shoulders go down. They relax and they say, you know, Thayana, Aaron, you know, Bob, they've got it. They've got it. I can relax. They're in charge. Last quote on here. I love this. Executive presence is the missing link between merit and success. How many of you know, or you've been told that you have it all? You've got the credentials, you've got the background, you're hardworking, you're smart, and there's just that extra bit between where you are and the highest rung of the ladder that you're looking to reach. That is executive presence. It affects your ability to inspire confidence in other people, to believe in and to follow you, which was almost lifted directly from the chat. So Anne-Marie, you in particular have been teaching and coaching people on this for years. How important is executive presence?
It's extremely important. We hear it all the time when people look to us for coaching, and then it's proven in the research. A survey of chief information officers conducted by Gartner said that it was number 2 of the top 20 leadership traits. And then the Center for Talent Innovation says it's 26% of what it takes to get promoted to leadership. Significant.
Wow. Yeah, that is. And it is why we coach, and in particular, Anne-Marie right now is coaching some of the heads of really large organizations, because people know that even when you're near or at the top, this is something you need to work on. Okay. So with that, we want to unpack, since we are here with women at Uber today, we want to talk about some of the bias that's been inherent in the concept of executive presence.